Mike Carey here, and you're listening to the So We Don't Forget podcast. And there you go.
Welcome to So We Don't Forget, the podcast where two siblings talk about so we don't forget. I'm Felicia.
And I'm Jeremy.
Welcome.
To episode 35.
Skirt, skirt.
So you can already see right now that it's a shorter episode today. We were going to do Miami,
right.
but stuff's going on. Today's Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th sucks.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're just going to read some comments and talk some other stuff. And we'll talk about Miami and have our special guest next week. Yeah, I got to work. I wasn't thinking about it. And my coworker was like, oh, it's Friday the 13th. That means some crazy is going to happen today. I was like, I hope not. And some stuff did happen.
My thing was that, like, someone at work told me, oh, it's Friday the 13th. And I was like, I kind of like Friday the 13th. That's my favorite number. And like Jeremy said, there's a lot going on. I mean, that's just kind of
rolled into today.
I know. I feel like you're like, well, you could always see something going on. I can't help it. Like,
right?
It just is. And, you know, we decided we couldn't do it yesterday because I wasn't home. Jeremy got hurt by the kitty. Put a yellow heart down in the comments for Luna Tuna. I had to take her to the vet yesterday, and we're hoping for an email of good results in the next couple of days. So I'm stressed about that. I slept like 4 hours last night, and then I worked, and now I'm
That is
here.
not Gucci.
Earlier, you know, like you'd be like, you tired, and then you're like, all right, I'm not that bad, and then like all of a sudden you're like, dude, I'm exhausted. I don't know why when we hit record, all of a sudden I'm like, I'm exhausted.
It's funny because when you texted me about doing the show, I was literally laying on the couch, falling asleep with Harley on my chest. I was telling Felicia I had my hand on my stomach because I had some Chick-fil-A for dinner.
Skirt.
And
she said, oh, really?
Yeah, she wanted to eat my food. I told her, no, get away from it. Because she saw the packet of Chick-fil-A sauce. She's like, ooh, and my chicken sandwich. She's like, ooh, what do we got? I'm like, no. She's like, you know what? You then. And she walked away.
Harley.
I forgot what I was going to say. I think that was it. Yeah. But anyway, here's Harley. Oh, anyway, I was like, falling asleep. And Felicia's like, record. I was like, oh, yeah, definitely. Let me just boot everything up.
Because you mentioned earlier and I forgot.
And then I was like, okay, Harley, you need to move. And she looked at me like, no, I don't. I'm like, yes, you do. She was in here. She left. And then she heard me say something about like getting ready to press record. And now she's like, oh, hello.
She said, I got to be on the podcast.
But she doesn't show her face. She's like Wilson from Home Improvement where she always hides her face.
She said, what?
She hears the door open. Doug's about to walk in the door.
Oh, she said, don't be disrespect to me. But we will go through some comments today, talk about a few things about, like he said, we'll do Miami next week, which gives you another week to comment down below of things that you like about Miami.
Absolutely. I already have 5 things on my list. I don't know if I'll have more. I just got to double check it, but things have been going on. I guess that's right. So real quick, we'll get into the comments that we didn't get last week because
oh yeah,
Alexander typed it at the last minute. So this is from episode 33, Things to Do in Orlando. Alexander said, chocolate covered strawberry was my favorite Dole Whip. I didn't have that one. Did you have it? Chocolate covered strawberry Dole Whip, was it good? I did.
Yeah. I think Boo had it and I had a bite. Boo, comment down below.
Yep, that's right, you did. I think she offered, but I don't remember. But either way, I didn't have any. I'll have to try it next time. She said, Jeremy, end the podcast. No, we just started. She said, I can afford to my only stuff. I'm guessing only my stuff is what she meant, but either way, yes. I love early flights, so do I. I always like early flights because then you have the rest of the day to do whatever.
Yeah. Otherwise, I feel like you kind of waste that first day.
Right. Plus, like, say you have a flight at like 2, 3 in the morning. You ain't doing in the morning. You're going to be thinking the whole day, I need to make sure I'm on time to the airport, this and that.
Wait, 2, 3 in the morning or in the afternoon?
Afternoon, I mean, sorry. Like 2, 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, I'm still going to be up regardless.
Right. Here's the thing. Comment down below. How early do you get to the airport?
Yeah, I like to be early.
Me too. We even get so early. Jesus Christ.
She said you pissed me off.
No, she heard noises. We even get so early that the ticket agent isn't even there yet to check your bags or anything.
That's how early we be.
Yep. Plus, I have TSA pre-check now, so I'm even faster.
Yeah, he is. I thought about that the other day because I had to go For my job, I have to get fingerprints done I think it's 5 years. They do
Really?
background checks every year. Because then they said it like a couple weeks ago, like, you got to sign up. And I'm like, for what? I thought I only do it once. They're like, no, don't you remember? It's every so many years. I'm like, no, I don't remember. But I had to go get it done. They used to be able to do it in Racine, but now you can't. It's either
Really?
Oak Creek or Kenosha, way south side.
Really?
Yeah, but
Way south side? Really?
yes, actually by where Grandpa used to live on that side of town.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So like way over there, it was like
Is
a
it
shipping
like-
place.
Oh, a shipping place.
It's kind of by the job center.
Oh, okay. I was thinking his apartment before that. Because his apartment
No,
before that is where I got my TSA pre-check thing done.
at the apartment.
Identigo was where it was called.
Oh, mine was like Easy Ship or something.
Oh.
But as I was getting it done, I was
went there,
like,
but a guy from work went to Identigo, so I went there, and I was
Oh.
literally done within probably 2 minutes.
I was like, dang, I could be getting this done, but then I'd have to pay. Because what
Yeah,
do
I
they
mean, it's
do
good
for
for
the
5 years.
pre-check? They ask you questions though.
Well, so they're supposed to ask you questions. This is a lady.
Oh, she just marked them all.
Yep, she just marked them all. I walked in. Well, I walked in.
Well, what are the questions?
I don't know. They're supposed to ask you questions, but I walk in. It says, which it seems like it's not where it is. It's in like this little section thing here. And like you walk in, and like the door to get to it was locked, and it's like, oh, if this is locked, go to this place. So you walk back, go in, whatever. And it's like, oh, I'm here for the TSA pre-check, whatever. Like, okay, walk you back. First of all, they say you need a license or a birth certificate or like a passport or something. I have my passport. They check that. She like wrote it down, whatever. They took your fingerprints. I think she did ask me a few questions, but most of them she just like, you could tell like she does it a lot, just like bam, 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 bam. And then, well, then she also asked like, is this information correct, sort of thing. Their other question was, how are you gonna pay? I'm like, credit
That's
card.
a big question.
Yes, it is. She took my fingerprints, took my picture, and then she's like, all right, you should find out soon, whatever. It says it can take up to a week to get your known traveler number. That's what you get from it. Sorry. I just saw Harley, and then all of a sudden she disappeared again. She left, came back, and now she's gone again.
Did they roll your fingers on the thing?
Yes, they do, actually. It's like
Do
a
you
digital,
have a
but they
hard
roll it.
time? Yeah, like I feel like they're just like just relax, let me do it. And I feel like
No.
I can't
No.
just let go. I just have to like I start following what they're doing. I don't know
Right.
how do people do that. Even when I had PT and they're like, just go limp, let me do it. He's like, just let me do it. I'm like, I can't. I don't know. I don't know how people do that.
I don't know. I just did it. And then and she's like, you should know a little bit, whatever. And I'd say within like an hour, I already had, as I said, it was approved. And then it sent me the number, I think, like
Damn.
that day or the next day.
But it's
Goes
like
pretty
$80,
fast.
right?
I think, yeah, it's
80 something.
The original one is 80 something, but it lasts 5 years. And after that, I think it's like 70 or something. But it's good for 5 years. There's also things like clear like that, but that's like hundreds of dollars a year. I'm like, I don't fly enough for that.
Why?
I don't know, because it's clear.
Clear is like your face, right?
Yeah, clear is your face. It's like a whole different thing. Like if I was flying like a lot, I get that. But TSA
I
pre-check,
wish.
I wanted for years. And then the guy from work was talking about how I was like, you know what? I went to the same place he did. But my time was at 11. I got in there, I think like 10:50 or something. I was like, oh, I'll show up a little early just to be safe, whatever. By the time I got outside, it was me and some other person. We were both out by 11. And like he got there after me. I was like, damn, go work. I'm
Well,
like, I like these
Whenever I have extra money and know that I will go somewhere soon,
people. Yeah.
I will do that.
Yes. Then Alexander said, I would love to take a midnight flight.
Yeah, that would be cool.
The only way I would like to do a midnight flight is if, say, what would be kind of cool? Like instead of say we were gonna leave on a Saturday.
Yeah, the day before.
Yeah, there we go. I was trying to think of how to say it. There we go. Say instead of a Sunday, we got to leave Saturday. Like the flight was at like 12:01 or a.m. on Saturday. So you
Yeah,
get like an
so
extra day.
you're getting the extra day. 'Cause
Yeah, which
not
would be nice.
not lose a day.
Yeah,
'cause
we've
that's
always
stupid.
that's what I meant. I was trying to figure out how to say it. It's been a long day. Cause like it would be nice. Every time we're like, oh, we should try and do that, it never works out because there's like never a late flight or everyone just works, so it just wouldn't work.
Speaking of the that one guy passed away. R.I.P.
Oh yeah, James Earl. Why am I losing at his last name? James Earl
Bronson.
Jones.
Put a black heart. Not because he was black, because his character in Star Wars wore black. Put a black
Nice.
heart down there for him.
Nice save there, Felicia.
That's what it was. Was he not the voice of Darth Vader?
Darth Vader,
And who wears
Mufasa.
black?
Just in his movies, I'm just going to read them off right here. Coming to America, The Lion King, Conan
Oh,
the
great movie.
Barbarian, The Sandlot, Field of Dreams, Coming to America 2. Return of the Jedi, well, obviously that's all those ones. Clear and Present, Doctor Strangelove. What else is
A
here?
lot.
Scary Movie 4, apparently. Benchwarmers, I forgot he was in that movie.
Was he?
I don't remember him, but he obviously was. Jack and the Beanstalk, apparently. He's in a lot.
I didn't realize he was 93.
I didn't either. I was thinking recently, because someone said something about him. I was like, that's a good dude right there. I'm like, it's going to suck when he dies. All of a sudden, bam!
Yeah, and
Dead.
Jeremy didn't even say it. He just put a picture up in the group chat, and I was like,
Oh, that's the information, man. I was sitting waiting to get my hair cut, and then I was sitting, you're scrolling through Instagram, whatever, and all these things are popping up, and I see his picture. I'm like, oh no, oh no.
I hate that. You're
It's
like,
like, especially it's like the memes account you find out. I think I saw it from IGN or something, but I'm like, damn, come on. But yeah, rest in peace to him.
disrespect.
Alexander said, I don't sleep before vacation. I try and sleep. I remember one
We
time,
never sleep.
Dad and I got off. It was the second year we went to Florida for the family thing. Hi,
What's he
Oliver.
talking about? I'm trying to
Um,
check the camera to see what he's doing.
what was it? Where'd we go? Oh, Florida. We went to Universal and stuff.
Mhm.
And Dad and I got off at 11 because normally at that time we were driving together, but that day we specifically drove separate. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna leave early, whatever. Like, not stay late, basically afterwards. Like people." My shift change. I told him like, "Hey, I need to be up early at like 2 a.m. or something."
You tell your story. I'm going to see what Luna's eating.
Oh boy. All right. And it was like 2 a.m. or something, or need to be up at 2 a.m. And
What are you eating?
someone is in trouble. I lost my train of thought. Where was I? Oh, and like I'm telling him, I'm like, I need to before we walked in, I'm like, I need to leave early. He's like, okay. And he's talking, I'm like, I need to leave early. Need to leave early. I didn't leave till like 15, 20 minutes after. I'm like, anyway, so I got home. By the time I laid in bed, Felicia's like, oh, time to get up. I'm like, I'm literally laying into bed. And then I remember my stomach was upset at the airport. Dad and I were walking past each other. It was not fun. Not fun at all. Felicia's talking or seeing what's up with Luna. I'm just going to say something crazy. Yeah, and that's how I found out that I was not a suspect in that murder case. So,
Wow, that was a good story.
I know, great.
Yeah, she was eating paper, man.
That dog.
Like Luna is really don't eat that much stuff anymore. Sometimes she'll shred paper towel, but like lately, and I went out there and she's, I'm like, Luna, you literally already don't feel well. We're already like on the freaking the edge, being scared here, which you could probably have going on, and you're like, well, I'm just gonna just keep eating garbage.
Num 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 num. She's
All I
like,
have to say is, Chloe, if you're listening to the podcast, stop telling the other dogs to eat garbage.
I was just gonna
okay?
say, Chloe's the one telling him, just eat it.
You eat your garbage now,
It's
Chloe,
it's
okay?
it's yeah,
You
it's
can eat it.
it's like that Kermit meme. It's like with the hood. It's like, don't do it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like no one gonna care or something like that. It's Chloe.
Eat your own garbage,
Luna's like,
Chloe.
I'm not gonna eat it. Chloe's like, eat it for me. Luna's like, oh,
No.
okay. Where was I? Oh, no, she said if it tips it, and then I can't explain everything all at once. What?
I have no idea.
She said I was watching Jeremy's screen until I saw it today. Oh, the light. Pew, pew, pew. And she said,
Oh,
thanks for another great pod. I'll try and watch the next one on Monday. Well, she did because she commented a lot. So now these are all
Great
comments from
job.
last week's episode. Nice job. Good comments. We had 12 the other day. This is much better. Tatiana says first, then she said, with the thumbnail you hold in the lighter feels like you were just messing with me. Which I seen that you posted on her story. I didn't even see it until I seen that Tatiana responded to it.
yeah.
Excuse me. You got that from Riverside, didn't you? The thing
Yeah.
it made. That's very
AI
nice.
made it.
Shout out to Riverside. She said, honestly, if the secret word isn't this later, I ain't ever getting it then. Well, it was. Then Boo said second. Then I said second. Then she said third. You know what, Boo? I got nothing to say to you. She said, I'll try my best, dear me. She said, Felicia cut her bangs. Then Boo commented, I cut
Oh, yeah,
mine,
messed
but
them
up.
Yeah.
And she said, XO coffee sounds familiar. Did Tatiana ever have XO coffee?
I don't recall.
Tat's Shoe Shop and coffee? Sounds beautiful. And she said, hi, Harley. It is way too cold outside. This is disrespectful. That's when it was like 70 or no, under 70 degrees
Yeah,
for
it
a
was
couple of
like
days there.
In the morning, it was like barely
40
50.
something. It was 40 something. It was cold. And Dad was still driving his
Mhm.
motorcycle.
That's wild.
He said he had 3 flannels on the one day.
Damn.
She said, also, school already. Like, why give me an 8 a.m. class? Oh, 8 a.m. sucks. I remember I had like a 6 a.m. math class or something. So I would like sleep.
What?
Yeah, it was online, but still, I was like sleep. And then I'd bring my laptop in bed the night before. And then I went. And then after a while, I got too tired. I said, you know what? I'm going to this class. So I just didn't go.
Class. Is that when you had senioritis?
No, that was like, I think, I might have been sophomore year because it was still when they picked my classes for me.
Oh.
Might have been freshman. No, but I don't think it was freshman. No, because it wasn't freshman. It had to be sophomore year. Because junior year I didn't have that early classes. I try to make sure they're later. Like some of my classes, like some like one would have it one day early and another day had it later in the day. So I just do later in the day.
Oh, you might as well.
Then she said Ford's Garage. I feel like those fries are good, but I can't remember. They have very good fries there.
Mm-hmm.
Then Tatiana said, "Yeah, Thaddeus." Oh, speaking of Thaddeus, I'll put down a link in description below. If you guys don't know, we did sponsor the Auto Illusions vlog channel. So make
Mm-hmm.
sure you go check out their channel. They were have been reviewing some cars. They just stepped up their audio game. It sounds really good.
Very
And they're
crisp.
currently looking for some vehicles to review. So if you have some, I don't remember what their email was. Go check out their channel, Auto Illusion Vlog. I will make sure it is in the description below.
Yes, and I know their email is in, I think, their descriptions.
Yes,
of
it
the
should be. If it's
videos.
not, it is in there. If not, just leave a comment and they will get in contact with you. But Auto Illusions Vlog. Then she said, "Oh yeah, love that waiter. He was so nice. If you're watching this, thank you for the free ice cream." Where was that at? Is that Ford's Garage?
No, Rock and Brews.
Oh, that's right. Very good waiter. And she said, "Disney has such good tacos." Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Those one tacos I had from Disneyland, though. Oh my God, those are
Which one's
some
from
of the most
Disneyland?
amazing tacos I
Oh,
had.
yes. Ooh, so good.
I remember Brandon was gonna order them, but then
Mhm.
like something happened with the app crash, and he said, "Ah, it." I said, "Brandon, you gotta order it." I
It
forget
was
it.
it was the tacos where they like give you the cup to dip it in stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what he. I didn't
That
get that. I mine was
I
something
got
else, but
that
that's
one.
what. It
That's
was
what I
good.
got. Delicious. Afterwards, I ate it. I'm like, I shouldn't eat this whole thing. I'm gonna be full afterwards. It's like, full. Brandon had him like, I think him and Jamal had like some chicken or something. Cause I remember them eating it and like saying it was spicy, but it was delicious.
Oh yeah, chicken that I looked up for them to get. I
Mm-hmm.
like to look up food for the Jamal and other people to
Yeah.
try.
Brandon, if you're watching this, you need to come back on vacation with us. We miss you, buddy.
And we do miss you, Brandon.
Then Tatiana said, Twisty Treat. Oh my God, it's so good. Yes, it is. I wish I had some right now.
I would eat it. It'd be my dinner.
Yeah. I mean, I had Chick-fil-A, but I could go for some ice cream.
Well, I didn't eat.
There's
yet.
always room for ice cream, as Grandpa would say. Tatiana said,
room.
yes, I remember this about the Twisty Treat incident, and I would do it again. No lesson learned. That's when she
No
ate all
lesson
that
learned.
ice cream and she was laying in the back, and she had it rough.
Yeah, she did.
And then she did something, but I probably shouldn't say what she did. I'll just pass it along. You
Oh
know
my
what you did.
God.
She came to me for help. That's all I'll say. She said, you do need a dog, Jeremy. And she said, favorite thing about Orlando is the nice warm weather, a Twisty Treat, and those subs. Wawa subs she's referring to. That's funny too, because like I remember the siblings vacation, like, oh, let's get a Wawa sub, because like Danny and like everyone like
Now
in
she's
Orlando, like, you need a
fine.
Wawa sub. Aw.
She said I'm ashamed of myself.
I'm a doggy shamed. We got a Wawa sub, and now it's just like a thing. We're like, do you want to get a Wawa sub? It's like, yeah, it.
I love
I remember
Wawa
there was
subs.
one time, I think it was after a park or something. We stopped there with Doug, and it was like a 45-minute wait or something. I'm like, Dad,
Why?
I am not waiting. It was busy or whatever reason. We all left. We're like, no, fuck it, we'll get something else. I think we ended up ordering, I don't know what we ordered. Something else, but it was good. And then she said, Boo got it? No, Boo didn't get it. You did. Oh, she commented, yes! That's in her finally winning. Hi,
I don't know what you're
puppies.
talking about.
She said, what's sad is last time I was Felicia's, she had that later on her desk, and I still didn't know.
That's funny.
Jeremy, I did it for
Funny.
you. I commented a bunch. Thank you, Tatiana. We appreciate you. That's what we appreciate about you. She said, wow.
Can you hear him?
Yes, I can. Very well. Everyone say
What
hello
is
to Oliver.
happening?
Everyone leave a red heart below for Oliver.
I feel like Oliver's orange.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure if red or orange. You know what? Put both, red and orange. Together, that's the color that he is. That sounds right. What
Oh,
the
there's
f-
Millie.
going on?
That's
Hi, Millie.
Millie.
He's like, I want to bark too.
You could do a purple heart for Millie because we already said the
Mm-hmm.
black heart.
Yeah,
Do
so
purple
comment the
for
black
Millie.
heart, purple for Millie. Yellow for Luna, and then a orange
Oliver's
one.
orange.
Yep, Oliver's orange. Do 2 orange for Harley.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why they're
Uh,
barking.
I don't know either. Maybe just they
Millie
miss
probably
you.
because she's in her crate because she's not
Yeah.
trustworthy. But I don't know why
She's
the other
like, you
two.
never do this to me on a Friday.
The other two started it, and now she said, "Why are we barking?" And they're just silent. I hear them moving a lot.
Yeah,
I feel like they're being very bad right now.
they probably are. She said, these PC players are going to attack you, Jeremy. Make a reel about it. Maybe I should. PC players, I think it was about Call of Duty. All the Call of Duty
Yeah.
people or people who play on PC about it, and everyone's always like, Call of Duty's for console, man. You
Why'd
suck.
Luna do all that barking and now she's laying on the ottoman? Kind of hard
Aw.
to see with Jeremy there, but
She's just living the dream. She said, favorite COD was the one where it looked like you were actually in the war. I like that.
what was that?
That was a door. Think Doug leaving.
Yes,
That would
that's
have
a
maybe
door.
World War II, Tanya? Comment down below. Excuse me.
We still heard that.
Yep. I said excuse
Man,
me.
Chick-fil-A does sound good.
It does. It's really good. We at work the other day because the guy bought us pizza. So something good just happened this week. Like a coworker bought us pizza, whatever. Because back when I was on my old shift and I have to cover all the time, like every few weeks, either myself, Dad, or this guy would buy pizza, and like we'd all just basically instead of paying for pizza, we just take turns, whatever. So he bought it, and they were talking about something, and I burped and said, "Excuse me," and the one guy was like, "What's that?" I said, "Oh, I said excuse me because I burped." He laughed. He said, "Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to say something." I'm like, "No."
What?
He thought I was trying to like butt into their conversation. Well, not like
What
butt
the
in,
your problem?
just like cut in, basically, like cut him off and say something. He's like, "What?" You just heard me say excuse me. I said, "I burped." I said, "Excuse me." I said, "Oh,
I
okay."
myself, sir.
Yeah. Oops. She said, Jeremy, why don't you just point them, then just move it if it needed to look right. Oh, I get it.
I don't
She's talking about like whenever I'm like, oh, like that, and that's Felicia, whatever.
Oh.
I assume that's what she's talking about. And she said, and I'm Tanya. Tatiana, you can't just comment and say I'm Tanya, and then you're just part of the
And I'm
show.
Tanya.
That's not the way it works. When I was talking to her the other day, I was like, oh, so how are you gonna be on the show, whatever? He's like, oh, she brought her phone. I'm like, she's like, right here. I'm like, nope. She's like, what do you mean no? She's like, why not? I'm like, nope. I said, you got to be professional here. She's like, oh, I'm like, what audio are you going to use? I was just going to use like a computer audio. I said, Tatiana, that is not allowed. I said, I literally gave you guys some microphones from before when I bought those other ones. I'm like, you literally have it in the basement. I do? It's like, yeah. So I literally took John downstairs.
Oh, I had to show John.
Yeah, Wednesday night. Well, because she already said John's going to be the one to help me because he used to help Boo when when I did my other podcast. Kill the Vanilla Show, which I haven't done an episode forever. It's probably done. Anyways, he used to help her. So I went downstairs and showed him. I'm like, everything you need is like literally on the shelf right here. He's like, oh, that makes sense. He's like, I forgot we had this stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you take this, plug it in here, and then plug that in. There you go. And she even asked Dad, she's like, can I use your laptop? But she said it in a weird way. He's like, what? Like, she wants to use your laptop to record the podcast. Oh, sure. She was like, yes.
Wow, Tanya.
Because she's like, the other computer, she's like, it's old. I'm like, that computer was old when I had it. And then I gave it to you guys. And that was like, how many years ago? I've
Well,
had two
Tanya
computers
has
since
a
that
little
one.
bit longer to plan her
Yep.
her
I
outfit.
did inform her. Oh, yeah. I'm sure she's going to worry about her outfit. But I let them know what they need to do and everything was good. And then we have Karina here. She said, I think Doug was choking on the coffee or I was at the coffee place.
Oh.
Maybe that's what it was. But I just remember you saying, yeah, it was crazy. You knocked over a sign and everything. It was a crazy
I
time.
remember someone like gonna throw up or something.
Then she said Ford's Garage was 5,000 out of 10. It was very delicious. She said Ozzy still talks about Ford Garage. It was delicious. I know he's like it too because he's a big Ford guy. Remember he came back from the bathroom. He said, that bathroom is awesome.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Mm-hmm. She said, if Doug doesn't want to go because he is watching game, peace, I'll go for him.
Oh, okay.
Yep, peace. Which I guess I'll take this moment here. I just want to apologize to Doug. I guess I was informed that I guess I'm informed that I've been talking about him, and I just want to extend an olive branch and apologize. I don't know what I said.
No, that. Doug, if you do and say fucked up shit, you gonna get it back.
Comment down below. Then she said she said it sounded like someone fell in the bathroom. It was me putting up the Mickey Halloween shower curtain. LOL, I did not fall, but I was taking down the other shower curtains. Yeah, I walked in the bathroom, all of a sudden it's Halloween. I'm like, it's too early for that.
Yeah. My belly
Chan-
hurts. Do you hear that?
Chancellor's LOL. Yeah, I did hear it.
Oh, that's
Then she
embarrassing.
put a sandal emoji. I would give my child a chancellor if they threw a fit. LOL. And she said the cheeseburger ear rolls at Magic Kingdom, I don't know, 4 billion, trillion, quadrillion, something out of 10. We had to take a different way to close it because they closed off the way for the bridge and we came out right in front of the egg roll stand. Yeah, see, you guys took the right way. I even told your mom, I'm like, I think we go there. He's like, no, we go this way. I'm like,
No.
and guess what happened? The way I said to go was the way.
The right
It's
way.
like, oh, I guess I should have listened or something like that. I'm like, Jamal, you act like we don't know how to walk around this park.
Yeah, right. We know.
Yeah. I feel like even I feel like Jamal still doesn't like trust you sometimes. Just like at the park, he's like,
No.
I don't think
Or in
so. And it's
life.
like, yeah, like Jamal.
Oh, the look he always gives.
Yeah,
And I'm like, Jamal, what the hell is that look? I didn't make a look. I said, yes, you did.
yes, you
I
did.
said, I'm gonna start recording you.
Yeah, I like when you bring that up to him, and he's like, I didn't say nothing. It's like, you didn't. I like when I'm there, and I'm like, you did, Jamal. He just starts laughing. He's like, oops. It's like I didn't think
This
you could
guy.
notice. I'm like, it's very obvious, Jamal. Like,
Very.
I like when he's like, he does that a
Yeah.
lot too. She said the breakfast bagels were delicious. Yes, they were. Harley's just mad at you because you won't get her a cat tree. I've been thinking about it. She's gone. She didn't come back. I think she's still mad at me. She said Jeremy doesn't like Halloween, and I love it. That's funny because I just brought.
Jeremy said it's funny because I hate Halloween.
Jeremy doesn't like Halloween, and I love it. LOL, salute decorating for Halloween/fall. Now we can just take it down and put Christmas.
Jeremy
You know,
said it's a waste of a holiday.
everyone comment down below. Well, this is my thing about Halloween. Like, I know there's like the whole Hispanic thing, like Dia de Muertos, or however you pronounce it, whatever. That's different. Halloween, people dress up to be someone else. For other people, that's them every single day. They pretend to be someone they're not anyway.
That's about facts right there.
I had a better quote that was on my Twitter I put years ago, but that's basically what it is. They're fake. But what was I gonna say? Oh, Alexandria asked me if she could put up my Christmas tree on September 21st, Marshall's birthday. I'm like, that's kind of early. She's like, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's for Marshall.
I'm like, I love Christmas. I feel like it might be a little too early. I feel like I'm just gonna come home from work one day and she's gonna stop at my house on her lunch break and just put up the Christmas tree.
Whoopsies, sorry.
Whoopsies. Guess what? Halloween and Christmas together.
Dun, dun, dun.
Usually she does stop at my house before Halloween usually, and then it's up. I just come home like, oh, there's a Christmas tree in my house. And then it'll be up and then I'll come home and Doug put it away. Not that day, like after the New Year and stuff.
Oh, I was gonna say, speaking of his birthday, though, I know we still need to find a day, probably between him and Chloe's birthday,
Oh yes.
to we still gotta go to that one spot,
Yeah.
bring
I
some moon, and I
remember,
know I'll
yeah.
just cry.
I've thought about it, especially a lot lately. I'm just like, I don't know. We'll
I
get
don't
there.
know what it is. I feel like lately, I don't know, sometimes you're like, all right, I'm fine, and some days you're just driving like, dude, I'm gonna start crying right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This sucks.
It sucked big time. I think it's also because like the holidays are starting to. Well, I mean, it's still September, but like the holidays are gonna come up. You know.
Yeah. Get into
I gotta
that
stop. Yeah, I gotta stop trying. I'm gonna start falling here.
fallish weather.
Fallish
For the
weather.
next 10 minutes of the podcast, crying.
But I mean, the only good thing. I mean, the thing that sucks about summer at this time of year is like the summer is ending, but then it's like hoodie weather, which hoodie weather is my favorite weather.
But
But
we don't really get it.
I know that's the thing. You only get it for like a few
2
weeks. And then,
days.
yeah, it feels like 2 days. All of a sudden, it's like you're putting a parka. You look like Bubble Boy, like
Ugh,
George
I hate it.
Costanza.
I hate
It's
it.
so cold. The only good thing is that I bought a new Carhartt jacket last year and it was kind of tight. Actually, I have a Columbia jacket too. That was also kind of tight.
Did you
I
try it
try-
on?
Oh yes, the fit's much better. Honestly, I probably get a smaller
Beautiful?
size.
Look at
yes.
that.
I still need to get also because the Carhartt jacket, like when you first get a Carhartt, I remember when I got it before for work,
It's
like
stiff.
it's very stiff, and it's like, oh, you could throw it in the wash, this that. I'm like, I'm just gonna wear it. It's starting to open up, but it's just gonna be better now. Then she said, "Yay, Tanya." Okay, now that Tanya won, that means the next one is fair game again. Maybe we'll have to look at the rules and the terms and conditions.
Oh,
She
yeah.
brings it up all the time. You said I can't win. I said, nope, you can't win.
Hmm.
It
We
was
didn't
funny because
even-
the
there's,
one day,
there's nothing in this episode. I'll tell
yeah,
you
there's
that.
nothing. We didn't even talk about it. But the one day, her and Doug were like constantly like going back and forth, like trying to figure out, and they were like, I want to say 30 something, or no, it got to the point, and I was like, if you were this far, you gone too far, whatever. They're listening. They're like, oh, if you got this far, they're listening. You have went too far already. You already missed it. They're like, what? I'm like, it was a long time ago, guys.
Everyone missed it so many
Yeah.
times.
My favorite was at mom and dad's house, and they kept like watching it and looking. I'm thinking it's literally right in front of your face, and they
There
just
it
completely
is.
missed it. She said, Harley said, pet my belly with your eyes. Yeah. Her new thing is she'll wait in the hallway for me, which Felicia sent me a thing that made me kind of sad, and it said that cats think you're pretty much dead, and then all of a sudden you
Oh yeah,
reappear.
when you're sleeping, they're
Tatiana
like,
said
"Is
that.
he
Tatiana
okay?"
said that made her almost cry when she read that. I'm like,
I'm
that makes
sorry,
sense because I
Tanya.
wake up, she's like, meow, like she's so
She
excited to
said,
see me.
"Yeah."
She's like, you're awake, and then she'll lay on the ground and move around. And she pretend she can't open her eyes, and then the
Her
other
eyes
day,
don't work.
because she didn't have food in her dish, and then was it yesterday or the day before? Like she went to her dish and just stood there, stared at me as I was putting my shoes on. I'm like, what? She's looked at her dish, looked back at me. I'm like, is it empty? Wow.
She said, "You know it is."
So then I fed her, and then she always has to stick her face inside the container. She's like,
Gotta
okay,
sniff.
this is good. Her new thing now, too, she's been doing lately is if I walk in the house and don't pet her enough, she starts swatting at me. Doug even said, did she swat at you? I said, yeah, because I'm not giving her attention.
She wants her attention.
I'm like, geez, but it's okay. I love her. And then she said, when she is in hunting mode, lol, her booty shakes right before she launches for things. I like when cats do that. Like they move their whole body and their
Yeah.
whole butt shakes, whatever. Then, phew,
Pew,
adorable.
pew.
I love it. Cats are awesome. And then she said, Harley just needs to make sure her food is fresh. That's why she sticks her head in the container. It's funny because I literally just talked
That is
about
funny.
that. I will say a shout to Felicia because she told me to get this container, the same one at Target that her cats have, and it has kept the food fresh. She hasn't complained once. She still eats it every day.
It's nice. I like it's thick too.
Oh yeah, it's very nice. And I like the cover for it. You know, like the little
Oh,
hole,
yeah.
whatever. Like it makes sure it locks in.
It is nice.
And she said it's a long pod for us folks that are in a time crunch to comment before you get to the comments. Well, you commented 2 days ago and you're okay because we didn't record it Friday.
Yeah.
Excuse me. She said favorite thing to eat in Orlando is cheeseburger, egg rolls, Ford's Garage, Dole Whip. All very excellent choices there. She said when we got engaged, we went to Mickey's Merry Christmas. Ozzy made fun of me because he said I was dragging myself on the walk back to the car, but he said then I saw the car in the distance and I ran to the car. I feel like we were all. That was a long day. My feet hurting.
Yeah.
I remember
Oh,
we were talking
yeah.
about our feet were
It
hurting.
was
And
fun,
that one guy
though.
was like, "Oh, you need to go to." Oh, absolutely. I want
Go
to
to
do it again.
Walgreens.
He was like, "Go to Walgreens." He said like $15. You get insoles. My feet don't hurt at all. That's because I
Yeah.
got new shoes. Normally I wear insoles. For whatever reason, I was like, "Oh, these are comfortable. I don't need them." And then I'm like, never doing that again.
You learn your lesson.
Yes, I do. So now I make sure I have insoles in my shoes. Although the one time I bought Vans, like they're called EXO or something like that, and which is like, make sure you break them in before vacation. They're gonna be too tight. I'm like, nah, I'll be fine. I went to put them on the night before vacation. They were too tight. I couldn't wear them on vacation.
Told you.
That's what she told me. Felicia is right. Then we got Alexandria. Look at that. She said, EXO coffee is amazing. I love their book wall. Hi,
Very
Harley.
nice.
I love how at Chewy they brought the chips out in big scoops. I'll show you.
Oh. Okay. I was like, Chewy, the restaurant. Duh.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And she said, I'm starving right now. And then she said, I love the new water bottle, Felicia.
Thank you.
And that's all she commented.
Well, thank you for commenting, though.
Thank you for commenting, Boo. Let me just make sure there's no other comments. Nope, that's it.
So, oops. I was going to say, make sure you can still comment for next week. I'm going to do Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Things you like to do in Miami.
And eat.
Food.
Num 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 nums.
Yes.
Make sure you use the code so we don't forget at Magic Candle Company for 15% off. 15.
That's right.
1 5. 1 5.
Yeah, get
Not
your house
51.
and car smelling like
1 5.
Disney.
Yep. I still need to switch out the one for Pirates of the Caribbean for Haunted Mansion for the wax thing. I want to get some
Oh.
candles, I think, too. Again, I keep saying it, but I haven't done it yet. Stuff
You need
just.
to.
I do. I mean, the wax smells cool, but I don't know. It's just nice having a candle, you know? Just lighting that thing up.
Yeah.
Just like. Plus, that way Harley can see what it smells like.
Oh, yeah, for her to go. Smells delicious.
She does love doing that.
Ugh, it's getting dark out. That's so gross.
That sucks. That's getting to the point now where it's 7:14 and it's already almost pretty much pitch black,
It's
and it
pretty
sucks.
much dark outside.
That sucks. I don't see anything else on here that I really need to talk about today. You?
Nope. Just seeing what my dogs are doing. Where's Luna? I gotta go give Lou her medicine. She has a few things I have to do. But
Yay.
like I said, send some good vibes for Luna so that
Positive
she can
vibrations.
just, the meds I have for her currently will just heal her, and for her to get an email instead of a phone call, because email means they didn't find anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a phone call, I hate that when you're like, oh, calling me.
Or that one time they called for Marshall, like, everything looks great. And then we found out it wasn't. But
Oh, yeah.
Oh, another thing real quick that happened this week is because it reminded me that I was FaceTiming Tanya the other day. I was asking her something. Oh, I was like, hey, do you guys have ice cream at your house before I came over or whatever? She wanted some ice cream. I ended up stopping at Pick and Save. But anyway, I had the phone, and then she heard Harley or I mentioned Harley. I was like, oh, look, Harley. And I held my phone like
Oh,
this.
yeah.
And Harley reached up, grabbed the phone, hung up on her.
She said, you and
All of a sudden, I look, I'm
is."
like, you hung up on her. Harley looks like, and?
She said, so.
So I called her back, and Tatiana was like, you hung up on me. I'm like, yep, Harley's going to press the button. I'm like, she literally grabbed the phone with her paw and went, boop. And then I showed it to her again, and she looked like she was going to do it again.
She
It's
said,
like-
yeah, I told you. I hung up on that girl.
Yeah, I told Tanya, she said she only talks to people that come to visit her. I mean,
Burn.
there's been reasons why they haven't, but still.
Yeah.
She's like, hey. But then Harley seemed like she was happy with herself. She's like, I'll do it again. I don't care.
I will do it.
I'll do it right now.
Excuse me.
I just wanted to point that out real quick. Tatiana, you can comment down below about that.
Comment
That's
down
fun.
below.
Comment down below.
And then everyone else comment down below. Like I said, tell us your favorite things about Miami.
Mhm.
Tell us something that you're doing for yourself if you're also having just a rough day, week, whatever it is. I don't know. Maybe I'll go get myself a coffee or something. I need to do something
should.
for myself tomorrow.
You should. Or maybe some custard or something. Ooh, comment down below your go-to either like ice cream treat at Dairy Queen or Culver's for their custard. Like, what's your go-to custard?
Ooh.
And then when we read it next week, we'll reveal our answers.
Thanks for saying that, 'cause I almost revealed mine.
I'll
I'll
say we
reveal it
could,
next week.
but-
Nope, I'm gonna wait.
I'm saying because it makes more sense next week. Because then I'll remember when I read it. I was like,
It's
oh, yeah.
true.
I mean, mine changes, but you'll find out. And,
You'll find out next
you'll find
week.
out. That's the cliffhanger. We're going to dangle the carrot for you guys.
You'll find out next week what's our favorite ice cream and custard. So make sure you tune in next week on So We Don't Forget. In the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Felicia.
I am Jeremy. Toodly do. I was going to say one more thing, but you know
Toodles.
what? We'll wait for next week.
Toodles.
Toodly do.
Talk about our feelings after